Morning. So we're here with our essential emotions discussion, and we'll just be doing a quick check-in today and how everyone's feeling. In our meetings, we like to use clear communication when you share. If you can, identify what your needs are. Do you need us to listen, or would you like feedback? And then we're also going to be just going over what step 12 is in the 12-step process. So I'll start real quick with a check-in. My neck freaked out, which is never fun. And usually my association with pain is, what did I do wrong? And I immediately start judging my body. I start judging my recovery program. What emotion am I not processing or blocking? And so I was judging myself because I've been doing really good with my body. And I think it was just a really long car ride that freaked out my neck. I had forgotten about a basic tool, which is asking my body, inviting my higher power into my prayer and asking my body, is this structural? Is this emotional? What is this? So I don't know if you guys have a little dowel. I've got a bunch of them. This one's actually really fun. A friend of mine gave it to me. It's made of hoe wood. And inside there, that little wood dowel is a crystal. So energy doesn't hold on wood like this. So when you have a crystal pendulum, you still have to clear it with salt water like every month or so. So, but I really like this one because it points pretty true. But we have all these tools and we forget what we have. My midwife had told me I can't midwife myself. So we can't feel bad about if we forget tools that we have. So I just asked my body, is this emotional? And how I do that, I just start out, sorry if this is hooey wooey for some, but this is part of my process. So I just hold it straight and I pull the string down and I ask, are you clear? If it goes to the right in a circle, that's a yes. So it says, yes, it's clear. Okay, is my neck pain emotional? And it went left, so it's not. And is my neck pain structural? And I got a yes. So it's just, you don't have to use a dowel like a hippie like me. You can just pray and ask for the answer in your meditation. It just was a helpful tool for me, especially since I literally have been teaching this book and my belief system has settled on me that pain is associated with unprocessed emotion. And I didn't think to ask, maybe it wasn't. So anyway, it's a belief system that I didn't need to hold on to for this specific situation. And I wanted to bring that up. So I'd love to hear how you guys are feeling. And if you can, identify what your needs are, if you'd like us to listen, or if you would appreciate feedback. Oh, and I'm open to feedback, by the way.
Well, I'm back, but it's been a roller coaster. I've had a house painted. And I'll take feedback. My husband has been able to come home 3 days a week. He's a big rig driver. You people don't know, but he's working more local now. But the other night I was just so flipped out. I thought, okay, so where can I write all these emotions down? Because I had to, it was like I knew if I wrote them down, I could sort through them. And it was one thing between the demands of my husband, which he doesn't really demand anything, but I just feel like I have to like be there. And our dog nipped a painter, and that would totally flip me out because he bit me a year ago. I've just been on a roller coaster lately, and I haven't reached for the oils. I feel like I need one of those wheels around me all the time so that I can source, just do something. But like you said, you can't midwife yourself sometimes. And I mean, I try to talk to my husband a little bit about it, but when he comes home, gets into this fury of I've got to get things done because he's been gone away for so long. We have a new house, we have all these projects, and it's just been pretty stressful, and I just don't know how to deal with or setting an environment to just kind of settle things down. And our together time is really limited because at night I just pass out, and in the morning it's like we get up and we start thinking about all these things that have to get done. So anyway, that's what I've been going through, but I'm back. The house is finally finished. It's like the mouse that ate the cookie. Probably with your pool too. It's like with this painting job, the painter, it's kind of a restoration. And he discovered a few things like we need new windows because some of them are rotted out. And it just, like I said, it's like the mouse that ate the cookie. And it's just, so I just deal with them and I just kind of get things done. And I do go to a therapist, and she goes, well, have you done anything fun lately? And I guess if I can get things done, it's fun, but I don't have any like activities that help me release other than going out. If I need to go to a store and go shopping, that's like my fun, to get away from this house. So anyway, I guess I've just been kind of overwhelmed, and I'm glad the house is done because I had to get up with an alarm clock every single morning. And I was usually awake anyway, but just that alarm telling me that I have to get up and be ready for the painters was kind of, so I didn't want to do that. It was stressful, but I wanted to, what can you do? You have to get a house painted. It was a big house, took a month.
Do you want me to do a something to help ground you right now?
Sure.
Do you have oils by you?
Yeah, I have kind of oils all over, but they're not organized.
Oh,
but just tell me the oil. What?
I just grabbed the first one. I'm really into copaiba right now. So grab the one that's closest that you're like, okay, that one will do.
Okay. My desk was a mess. Hold on.
That's fine. You should see, I'm in the middle of writing a book. You should see my office. So what we're gonna do, if everyone wants to follow along, we're just gonna take a couple of drops of your oil of choice. I'm super into copaiba and jasmine right now. They're like really soothing to my system, especially with my neck freaking out and me judging my body. And I think it's a good thing for us to remember how grateful we are for all the pieces of our body, because I was just on a meeting last night. There was a guy that had a stroke and he can't use the left side of his body. And it got me thinking about, oh, my neck is hurting, but he can't use the left side of his body. It's like, could be worse. So we're going to take a couple of drops of the oil in your hand.
I chose geranium, by the way.
Oh, good. Okay, so just rub your hands together. We're going to do it for 15 seconds. Make sure your feet are flat on the floor. Breathing. Long exhales. So now, keep moving your hands. We're going to do something You're going to cup your hands over your nose and your mouth, and you're going to breathe a couple deep breaths. I am so grateful for my health and being here and being in this supported environment. We're human beings, not human doing. Remembering that where we are right now is where we're supposed to be. And just feeling that bubble of love around you. So that technique where you rub your hands together like that for a few seconds, or at least 15, maybe 30, depending on how keyed up you are, is really going to help draw yourself back into your body so that you're back in the present. You're back inside your body. You're not worrying about what the past, you're not fussing about the future, what you haven't got done yet. You're right here, right now. You're breathing. So that is what you would call an intervention. So that's one thing you can do. I'm going to teach you another tool that my friend Lisa taught me. You're going to make a tent with your hands like this in front of you and kind of have a tension. So pull your hands apart. So if you want to follow along with me, so it looks like this. You're going to keep your eyes on your hands and you're going to breathe in, exhale long. Keep the tension and allow your hands to start to rise. Inhale the nose, out the mouth. Inhale the nose, out the mouth. Just go as high as is comfortable. And then release your hands. So that is a tool to tone the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve goes from your brain down the left side of your neck, down through your heart and your guts, and back up your spine into your brain. So it's part of your body's nervous system regulation for stress resilience. So when you do techniques like that, you're toning that vagus nerve, you're making it stronger. You're making it so that you can handle more stress without freaking out. So those two things that we just did, those are really great strategies for getting back inside your body and remembering like, oh yeah, I'm here for a purpose.
What was the first thing called? My screen locked up just as you were saying. This is called the when you rub your hands.
An intervention.
Okay.
It's a stress resilience technique. So the root of illness, all illness, is stress. So like when you have a pet rabbit and it gets stressed out and then it has seizures and its hair falls out and then you're like, oh, the rabbit is stressed. Like that's us. So when somebody has been living under horrendous stress and the dial is turned up, those are the people that end up with like a stroke and, like autoimmune stuff and cancer. So for preventative measure for our health is to help build resilience. And that is toning the vagus nerve. It's teaching yourself tools that you can calm down and get back inside your body right now, right here, right now. So using the oils, using breathing techniques, journaling. Something I was going to suggest, Deirdre, is I'm not sure if you were here for one of the discussions, but there's a website called thework.com. And it's a woman named Byron Katie. She has beautiful worksheets for helping to help your brain realize false belief systems where like you believe like I need to wait on my husband hand and foot the moment he walks in the door, like not being able to be okay unless everyone else is okay, you know? Like you can start writing and figure out like what about that is not true, you know? Um so yeah, anyway. Let me read you guys step 12 prayer real fast. Well, here's what step 12 is. I use this book, the Yogic Tools for Recovery workbook. I like this one a lot. I also really like the codependent workbook. There's so many workbooks, but these are the two I've bought so many that I really, really like. This one I feel like applies to everyone. This one applies to everyone. But I'm going to read you out of this one real fast first, step 12. Let me find my page. Having had a spiritual awakening as a result of these steps, we tried to carry this message to addicts and to practice these principles in all our affairs. And the recovery concepts are service and helping others. So it doesn't mean that we need to share it with everyone we know that we recognize that there's something wrong with them, because that's not our job. Our job is living the principles, you know, and being clear and knowing what, you know, like the serenity prayer. God grant us the serenity to accept the things we cannot change, the courage to change the things we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Other people's business is not my business, and it's not my job to fix it. I can't manage other people's emotions, and I can't change myself in order to make other people comfortable. And that's really hard for me. So using these essential oil tools and prayers and breathing and dance brings the joy back in our lives, and animals, and remembering like why we're so happy, you know. So we have to clear out the crap before we can be clear. So sometimes that's what we have to do. Does anyone have any thoughts on what we're chatting about? I know a couple of people have lost connection and then come back in again. So I'll read you the 12th step prayer. In this moment, I thank God for my spiritual awakening. In this moment, I choose to live all the principles of this simple program. I know the wisdom working through me will touch all I meet with God's love and understanding, and I am at peace. So I love taking, I've been really into Yarrow too. Yarrow is for energetic protection and for releasing anger and fear and sadness. It's a really good one to do before you go to bed. It's very calming. So I'll take my Yarrow and you just take a couple of drops. What's really fun is that Yarrow grows like pretty much in every area, like different colored ones. And Yarrow is for cleansing the earth, and it's for like protection. So I'm in the desert. I'm surrounded by Yarrow. It makes me so happy inside that my higher power, like in my mind, he put all this here to protect me. Just makes me happy. So, and Yarrow is for cleansing the liver. That's part of your body's trash can for, you know, toxins and all kinds of stuff and emotion. And I just breathe it in. There's so many beautiful tools that I want the world to know about and how to take care of themselves. How are you guys feeling? So my step 12 and how it feels to me, it's kind of why I created this meeting, so that people would have a safe place to come and talk and be emotionally supported and feel safe and be able to talk holistic recovery. In traditional meetings, there's no talk of alternative, and That's what people need. They need to know there's easy things out there. So. Well, so why don't we do a Wim Hof, since I think people kind of need something to chill right now. So I am gonna share my screen really quick. I really love Wim Hof as a tool for calming down and for building that stress resilience that we were talking about. So I like the, let's see, Wim Hof beginner video. So I'll go ahead and do this, and we'll just do 2 rounds. So just follow along with the breathing. You don't have to hold your breath as long as he does, but I think he just does 30 seconds in this video, so it shouldn't be too hard.
Are you eating the right protein?
Okay, we're gonna bypass the meat department right now, but look at all these.
Hi guys, welcome. This is a guided breathing session. Relax to the deepest. Lie down, sit down, whatever it takes, relax. Are you ready? Here we go. Round number 1. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Just go with the flow of the breath. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. Fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in and let go. All right. 30 seconds breath hold from now on. Be in this moment. Let the body do what the body is capable of doing. Be aware of your heartbeat. Slow it down and just be in this moment. Okay, recovery breath in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 2. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out. In, out. In, out. Into the belly, into the chest, and let go. Like a wave. Make it circular. fully in and letting go. Just keep on going. No pause between inhalation and exhalation. Ten more. Fully in, let it go. Nice, deep, circular breaths. Five more. Let's give it all we got. Last one. Fully in. And on the exhale, stop. 1 minute, breath hold from now on. Feel, become aware of your body. If your hands and feet are tingling, or you feel your body temperature is changing, that's okay. You're doing fantastic. If you need to breathe before I give the cue, that's okay. You are almost there. Do you want to prolong your breath hold? Pause the video now and continue when you feel the urge to breathe. When you are ready, fully in and hold for 15 seconds. Exhale in 3, 2, 1. Let it go. Round number 3.
Oh, Wim Hof. That's a really great way to calm your body down, and I would recommend doing that. Choose your favorite oil of the moment. Breathe it in. You can start that as a morning practice. You can do it before bed. You can do it in a really stressful time where you just need to go in another room and shut the door. Teach it to your family. Heal your generations. So starting next Monday, we're going to be talking about no judgment diet, basically, or non-judgmental, loving your body, being grateful for your body, using oils to work on remembering how great we are. My body works. I can sing, I can dance, I can move, all the things. If I was in a wheelchair or something happened to me, I'd be pretty excited about having a body that could walk and do all the things. So helping people remember all the good things about themselves and not judge, right? So yeah, I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts on that. I got this really great program from Natalie Rigby. She's another gal in doTERRA, and she put together a high fiber plant points system for people to follow. It's not necessarily for everybody's body, but it works for mine. I'm gonna work on it. I've been adding in the doTERRA greens and the fiber. So I do this in the morning. I might do it in the afternoon if I'm tired. You just do a scoop of each. Fill up your water glass first, then put the powder, and then I use that little frothing mixer thingy. You know, that little handheld one, or you can just use a whisk. But don't put the powder first and then the water, because then it'll get all gunked up on the bottom. So do it on top of the water and then mix. it really helps with sugar cravings. I literally am like, usually at the end of the day, I'm like, I need cookies immediately. Or I need chocolate or whatever. I need like some kind of carb. And my body's just like, no, we're good. Like it's balancing that, I guess the blood sugar situation. So it's really heartening to me. So I want to start sharing tools like that so that we can support our healthy body without having that shame, weird pattern of the story that we tell ourselves that makes us sabotage healthy changes. So anyway, oh, I think Karen is leaving. Thank you, Karen, for dropping in, and you're always welcome every Monday. So I guess we'll see you guys next Monday. So we'll be talking about oils and emotions and any judgments that you might have had on your body and eating.
I did want to share a little bit. I've been in transition and I kept getting in and out every time you would say, does someone want to share? Like it would go out,
Aw.
but I'm just so grateful. I'm so grateful for you all. I moved to Georgia this weekend. We arrived yesterday at 8:30 in the morning. And I'm actually staying with a family friend while our furniture arrives and all of that. And it's a beautiful, feel like I'm at a resort, it's really funny because I thought I was going to be living in this type of community when I moved here, but because the job didn't come through for my husband, we're actually kind of living in a totally different type of space, a very humbling space. Um, and I was trying to look up the scale of emotions because I'm really into the scale of emotions because right now I have a lot of anger. But the thing about it is, like with the scale of emotions, what happens is sometimes we could be depressed or we could feel shame. We could feel those level of emotions, but sometimes it takes anger to kind of get us out of that space to kind of start looking up, to start taking care of ourselves. And yeah, so I'm like at an angry place because, of what I'm learning with codependency. Here I am. I mean, this time is my sacred time from 12:30 to 1:30, but this is when my children decide they want to go to the pool. And instead of me saying, well, husband, can you take them, whatever, I'm here trying to be on my call in the car, trying to find the pool, and I'm like, what? Why do I do this? And I was texting my husband, like, can you pick them up? What do they say? Okay. So yeah, so it's kind of like I be in these situations like this, and you know, but it's no one's fault. Just like Deirdre saying, Deirdre, I'm sorry, I always mess up her name. Could you say your name for me?
It's
How do you
Deirdre.
pronounce her name?
It's Deirdre.
Deirdre, okay. Like she was saying, like, not like her husband asked, but she just, I'm like, what in the world? But I'm just so grateful because the anger makes me next time to say, okay, this is my time and, you have to do whatever. So I just wanted to thank you all for this space. I value it so much, no matter where I am in the world. I do my best just to connect, So I just thank you all for this space, for being transparent, and for this being a safe space. So you all enjoy your week, and thanks again.
Thanks for coming up, Shannon. Sorry. I guess I messed up your name that time. Well, thanks guys. So we'll see you next week. If you're interested in seeing Natalie's 30-day plant points recipes and the high fiber stuff, then I'll just text me and I'll send it to you.
Awesome. Thanks a lot.
Okay, bye guys.
Bye-bye.